Hi and welcome back to another football shirt review. Today we look at a nice little retro shirt from kitmm.com. That's kitmm.com. All details for the seller will be in the description of this video. This is the PSG home shirt from the 93-94 season. When I see this one on their site, I was like, well, it's got Commodore on it. So straight away, being a person that likes computers, I thought this was one that I was gonna get myself. But it's just a nice retro design, the old PSG logo, and by the looks of it, all the print in, so the crest, the kit manufacturer and the sponsor is actually all in the material. So from a washing point of view, it's a lot easier. You know things are not going to peel off. So quite excited to have a look at that. I doubt that I'll be able to leave an exact link for DHgate to this item, but I'll see if I can find the PSG shirt for maybe this season. It might have some retro ones on there, but I will leave a DHgate link for you. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe. I do these sort of reviews on a weekly basis. If you leave any questions, comments, messages below, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As I said, this is the PSG home shirt for 93-94 from kitmm.com. All details for the seller will be in the description of this video. The shirt itself comes in a standard night bag, and on the flip side is just the usual health warnings. So what we'll do now is we'll get the shirt out of the bag and we'll have a look at the PSG home shirt from 93-94. Okay, we're at the front of the shirt and it has got the proper retro style collar. I do like a good collar. But as always, just the tips of it where the blue hits the side there, the white, you can just see a bit of loose stitching, which is always a shame. The collar though itself, apart from that, looks nice. What I do like about this one, I mentioned in the intro, is all the items are actually in the material. So the Nike is part of the fabric. The PSG badge is part of the fabric. Commodore and so on is all part of the fabric. So when it comes to washing, actually you don't run the risk of items peeling off or anything. But with the first time wash, I would still do the traditional way that we always mention because of colour runs. Everything else though on the front looks nice. Stitching all looks good. I do like the pattern in the back there. If I put my hand through, on the blue you can just about make out my hand, so you get an indication of how see-through and lightweight the material is. But it's very much more like a silky texture, this one, compared to some of the others. I guess being it's the retro style, that is the reason why. The joins don't look too bad. You can see, if you stretch it out, like the white stitching from on the blue, but hardly noticeable, I would say, when people are wearing it. If we just zoom out, give you the full look of the shirt, I absolutely love the design of this one. I do like retro shirts, and this is definitely one of those ones. And actually, by having this all in the material, it's not going to rub on you or anything. It should feel nice. But that's the front of this PSG shirt. What we'll do now is we'll flip it around and we'll take a look at the reverse side as well. Okay, we're on to the reverse of the shirt, and we'll start with the collar line, which just follows all the way around. You continue with the blue band. Nothing really on there though to look at. Again, you can see where the stitch in the arms are joined onto the material, the white stitching. Never know why they don't use like a bluey colour stitching on it. Like this one here, actually, if they used what they've got around there, it'd probably be less noticeable. Now, I've got no number or anything on the back of this shirt. I did leave it plain, and I think sometimes with these retro ones, actually leaving them plain does look quite nice. There is a few creases through there, but this is just from where the shirt's been in the bag, so nothing to really worry about. The hemline though, it looks straight, it looks good. So yeah, totally happy with that. Moving down to this part of the arm, again, all looks good. No loose cottons or anything. I do like the design in the back. I think as PSG shirts go, I think the retro ones are much nicer. They're much more out there than some of the new ones. The new ones are kind of samey same each season. But yeah, this one's got a good look to it. So what we'll do now is we'll flip it inside out and we'll take a look at the inside of the shirt as well. Okay, we're now on the inside of the shirt, and you can see the collar line where it's been stitched in. That looks absolutely fine. Actually here, now you can see the white stitching that I was talking about on the join. So on the inside, actually having white would look better, although you do have blue down there where it's joined the outside of the shirt. But I think I would rather have had a blue stitching around here just for the joins, because then you don't get that horrible little whiteness on there. As I mentioned at the start of the video, the items on this are all in the material, which actually makes it a lot better from a wearing and washing point of view. So you can see here on the back of the material, the PSG badge, the Nike and the shirt sponsors. There's no glue, no heat pressing. This is direct into the material. So there'll be no risk of rubbing it or anything when you're wearing it. No peeling, which is very nice. Slight little nick there, but nothing to worry about on the hemline itself. Stitching on this one actually looks really good. Some of the retro shirts used to be absolutely perfect, and it was the newer ones that had a bit of an issue. But right now, I think apart from that little bit of loose cotton there, and that's me just being really picky, there's nothing to really complain about on this at all. Stitching all looks tidy. The print looks nice and clean. No little dots, which again, sometimes you see like little white marks on these shirts where the print hasn't gone on there very well. But this one, I cannot fault it. So Kit MM have come up with the goods on this one, that's for sure. Okay, let's give it that final look, and then what we'll do is we'll flip it around and we'll look at the final part of the inside of the shirt. Not going to be a lot to look at on the other side because there's no name and number. Obviously on this one we have got the see-throughness of the print, but the other side I imagine is going to be relatively plain. But yeah, let's flip it around now and we'll take a look. Okay, so yes, the final part of the inside of the shirt, collar line looks good. Then we do have some tags. We've got the standard Nike tag in the shirt, Nike Premier. You've then got the Breathe, size XL, and we've got our washing instructions. The recommendation with washing these shirts, although there's no form of print on it, it's all in the material, I would still recommend doing it on flipping the shirt inside out and do it on a hand wash setting only. I would never do any more. And when you come to dry it, again, do not tumble dry. And I'm just checking if that's what this says up here actually. With light colours removed, do not bleach, line, dry, low iron, do not iron on the print. I wouldn't iron it at all actually anyway. Size is XL, and this being a fan one, it is going to fit like an XL. Print's all looking good, very nice looking shirt. So that is our PSG shirt on the inside. I do like the look of this one, a very, very nice shirt. And there is our PSG home shirt for the 93-94 season from kitmm.com. I really like this one. I think the more I look at it, the front of the shirt does seem quite busy, but I do like the design. I love the red and the blue. I think it oozes retro, which is one of my favourite things about these sort of shirts. And I actually just noticed something that I said at the start of the video, that there was no white dots on it. There is one at the bottom there. So you can see there was a slight issue on the printing. I can't believe I missed that on the first run around of the shirt actually. Well, that's a shame, because apart from that, this shirt is absolutely perfect. It is a really, really good retro one. And to be honest with you, when the clubs bring out their retro remakes of these sort of shirts, they never have either the manufacturer or the sponsor on it. So to be able to get a shirt that looks as authentic now as it did in '93, this is the way to go for me. I will leave all the details for kitmm in the description of this video. So if there's any items you want to look at on their website, by all means go and check them out. I'll also leave a link to DHgate for the PSG shirts. It won't be for this one. I doubt they will have this one. But if they do, I will leave a link for it. Otherwise, it will just be a generic PSG one. But if you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. I do these sort of reviews on a weekly basis. If there's any shirts you'd like me to look at in the future, please do let me know as well, and I'll see what I can do to get hold of them. But yes, thank you very much for watching this PSG home shirt in 93-94 from kitmm.com. As I said, I will leave the description or leave a link to the seller in the description of this video. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.